exists to deal with such attacks, as and when they occur.
But why are they attacking the school to begin with?
They're after a certain special something hidden deep within the school. If that falls into the hands of the invaders, humanity is as good as extinct.
Extinct? Like, our entire species?
So we're legit fighting to save humanity here? Dude, that is freaking sweet!
But the scale here doesn't make sense. I'm having trouble seeing how this school and the future of humanity can possibly be connected.
I don't get it either. But then again, I'm a straight-up student, so there's a lot of stuff I don't get.
Everyone stop talking!
What's the matter?
My radar display is lighting up like a fireworks show. We're not out of the woods yet. We've got another enemy approaching fast. And it's a big one.
The hell, man? You want us to fight that thing?
Size isn't everything. I don't believe it'll give me any trouble.
Yeah, baby!
Oh, she's freaking dead.
Hurry! We have to save her!
Oh! She got squeezed. She was terrified in that last moment.
Corpse recovery unit, deploy.
Corpse recovery unit.
There,
You gave me.
we got her body back safe and sound. You can all relax now.
Hold on a second. You give me a character, you're like, oh, she's a support. And then I'm like, okay, cool, a support character. And then, yeah, I thought the zombie thing too. And then you're just like, no, we just collected the body. It's all fine. It's all good. What the hell?
How can we relax? One of our friends just died.
Just focus on the battle. That's the invaders, Commander. It's gonna be on a whole different level to anything you fought so far.
He's right. We can't afford to get distracted from the task at hand. Now, more than ever, it's fight or die.
But...
Don't let it get to you, man.
Huh?
You let the situation get to you, you lose your cool. If you lose your cool, you lose the fight. Trust me on this. We've come this far, we gotta keep going to the end. There'll be time for mourning and crap later.
God damn.
Squiggles. Squiggles
Those
the
troops you fought
dragon.
before were just the opening act. This commander's a real monster. Conventional weapons don't have any effect on it. That's where you saviors of humanity and your hemo-anima come in. You starting to see why the Special Defense Unit is so important?
Why is hemo-anima the only thing that works? What exactly is this stuff anyway?
It's the only thing standing between humanity and annihilation at the hands of the invaders. That's really all you need to know. Oh, by the way, those drones from earlier are getting tuned up, so try your best to avoid any further casualties.
Easy for you to say. We're the ones risking our lives out here.
Oh, and you get little ones. I don't like you. You're big and smelly. How about that? Wait. Boost. Okay. Powers up your allies in a variety of ways. Remain ineffective for the entirety of the battle. Hell yeah.
Time for battle.
Oh, okay. So, I don't really see a place for my guy to move. He's gonna do 2 damage, I assume? I assume that's why it says attack is 2. Alright. Oh, you can't move? Alright, it wants me to use the R. Okay. Well.
Full throttle! I'm all fired up! Rev it up! Let's freaking go! Let it rip!
There we go. Big. He should be fine because he has so much. That's not the attack I would like to use. I don't like that you have your back to the enemy, but
Alright, let's get started. I'll chop you to pieces!
that's fine. He should be moving in. She only gets +1 per enemy defeated per turn. So,
Time for battle.
I want to do big damage to the big guy. What I need to do is have her
How's this?
kill a whole bunch of little guys like that. And then have her move in range
Time
to
to
hit
move.
the big guy.
I'll chop you to pieces!
Ooh, okay. He hits back. Important information.
Good to go.
Should clear some of the little guys. Little guys are gonna move. Yeah, use him to stop the furthest one.
Hauling ass! Full throttle!
Take him out.
I've got this.
You're doing great! Don't
Alright, they're gonna move forward. That's not good. Ow.
My turn.
Do that first.
Rev it up!
You'd come here. I have a feeling your
To business.
special attack does an insane amount of damage. Looks like I'm waiting until next turn to use it though.
Lost too much blood.
Okay.
Not yet. How's
Kill that
this?
thing.
Oh, unsatisfied. Hardly a challenge. Out of my way.
Alright. Cutscene time. Hey! You get back here!
Too bad. The enemy commander got away.
I wasn't done smacking him.
Going after it now would only play into their hands. You'll have to finish that one off some other day. All in all, a decent first mission. Go ahead and dispel your hemoanima and return to the school.
Okay. Okay. S rank? Nah. Nah.
Hooray!
Welcome back. You did great out there, soldiers. Those invaders never knew what hit them. 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do I appreciate? You guys! It's no time to celebrate. A girl died out there, you sick bastard! Oh, come on! I just wanted to give you some positive affirmation. It's a management thing. He's right. Settle down. Yelling isn't going to do us any good. Don't tell me you're okay with what just happened. It's war. People die. That's the whole idea. And it's not like she meant anything to me. We only met a couple of hours ago. If anything, you're the strange one for getting so worked up about a total stranger. You got a real attitude problem, you know that? I know I said not hitting girls was an ironclad rule, but I figure for you, I could find a loophole. I mean, open-handed strikes barely count as real hits, right? Just try it. I'll twist your body into a double helix in return. Sounds like in this case, DNA stands for don't know. Ah! Come on, guys. We really shouldn't be fighting among ourselves. Just as the tension in the room seemed strained to the breaking point, the door flew open with a clatter. Are you guys all right? No, asshole. We aren't all right. The emo chick with the creepy laugh got killed. For real? She actually died? Were you guys watching? Yes, the monitors in the classroom broadcast the whole battle. Honestly, I'm not sure I'd approve of my sister being exposed to explicit content. That was the first time I ever saw a person die. I still don't believe it. I know they say reality is cruel and all, but this seriously can't be happening. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's all a dream. Maybe it's all one big messed up nightmare. Maybe we're all dead. What do I have to do to wake up? Should I just pinch myself real hard?
Quit your whining. You get why this happened, don't you? Her death's on all of you. If you guys had grown a pair and fought like the rest of us, emo chick wouldn't have gotten cornered the way she did.
True. She knew what she was getting into. When she agreed to go out there. And there's a chance things still would have ended like this, even without our help. Or even with our help.
You think we should have hung back like you did? We'd all have been wiped out then.
All right, troops, break it up. We're all on the same side here. Good grief. The way you're carrying on, you'd think somebody had died.
Someone did!
Then the door opened again, and we were joined by an unexpected guest.
Hey, guess who's back?
Huh?
What? Oh, what's the matter, guys? Is my makeup smudged or something? Oh, man. How embarrassing. Just give me a shovel so I can bury myself and hide, am I right? Never mind that. How are you alive? Is she a ghost? Man, wouldn't that be cool? I'm not, though. Just your girl, Darumi Yamamiya, in the flesh. I don't know what happened, but I basically came back to life.
You came back? Isn't that wonderful? Just another miracle courtesy of our friend Hemo Anima. What's Hemo Anima got to do with this? It's not just for fighting, you know. It can also reconstruct and reanimate organic tissue. If one of you falls in battle, we send out a drone to recover your body post-haste. But it's just a matter of getting it inside one of the recovery pods inside the infirmary. Stimulating your remaining hemoanima, and boom! You rise from your grave! You can die out there as much as you want. you'll just keep coming back. You mean we're immortal? Ding dong! That's correct. Sorry, ding ding. That's impossible. I mean, even more impossible than everything else that's going on around here. You don't have to believe me, but there's some pretty strong evidence standing right in front of you. Wouldn't you say? Yep. Exhibit A, right here. Common sense has gone right out the window now. You think it's going to turn out... Wait, you think it's going to turn out we're inside a super immersive VR game or something? There we go. That's just your narrow viewpoint of what's normal talking. All of you are from the Tokyo residential complex are like that. You lived your lives under that dome for so long, you have no idea what a wide and wonderful place the world really is. Your future is simply brimming with possibilities. I don't even know how to react to that. You serious? We really can't die? Dude, that is so freaking sweet! This Hemoanima stuff is awesome! Just to raise your voice over every new development. Just remember, you're only immortal while you remain on school grounds. The recovery drones can't get past that wall of fire. And if the invaders manage to get in and damage the recovery pods, you'll be stuck with one life you've got. You'll be back to regular old mortals. One life. And then you're gone for good. In other words, if we want to stay alive, we have to keep fighting off the invaders. Now you're getting it, Sumino. Keep on fighting like a good little soldiers and you'll be fine. Whoa, hold on a minute. Now that I think about it, not being able to die has major downsides. We can't hold a killing game like this. How are we supposed to murder each other if we're all immortal? That's the part you have a problem with? One more thing, just to set your minds at ease. When you're revived, you also get a new bomb implanted in you. Good as new. That's supposed to comfort us? At any rate, we've prepared for everything. Now you can fight to your heart's content, right? Absolutely not. I'm more against it than ever now. What? How come? Even if this advanced technology you're talking about does exist, immortality seems a step too far. Your explanation of how this works is far too simplistic. I find it hard to believe you're telling us the whole truth. And even if we do come back afterwards, fatal injuries are still going to hurt, right? It hurt like hell when it happened to me. So bad, I thought I was gonna die. You did die. In that case, I'm out. I can't allow anything that would cause my dear sister any pain. Young people these days are so self-centered. We're talking about the future of humanity here. You know? You keep saying that, but how does what we're doing here relate to that stuff? Like you said, if the invaders secure a special something from inside the school, humanity will be wiped out, correct? That's right. If you lose this war, Homo sapiens will be a thing of the past. Naturally, the Tokyo residence complex will be obliterated too. Obliterated? Then that's what you meant by everything we hold dear being forfeit. Now you're getting it. The fate of the world as we know it rests squarely on your shoulders. When did my life go so spectacularly off track? So, what is this thing that mankind's future depends on? What is it we're risking our lives to defend? I knew you'd ask me that sooner or later, so naturally you'd want to know. So, allow me to throw you a victory party. Your achievement in the field today deserves to be rewarded. We want information, not a party. No reason you can't have both. I'll tell you more while you eat. You must be starving after all that fighting, right? Now that you mention it, I could use a bite. You're saying there's somewhere we can get food around here? Of course, there's a cafeteria on the first floor. I'll meet you there.
Hey,
Come straight up, troops. No distractions, no detours. What do we do now? I'm in favor of going to the cafeteria. My dear sister's stomach has been grumbling adorably for a while now. You don't have to tell them that. I want to hear what Sarai has to say, so I'll go along too. We wandered out of the war room one by one, still trying to make sense of the situation. Guess I'll go with the crowd. The cafeteria should be somewhere on the first floor. Alright. Pull up the map and select a place you'd like to go in order to teleport. However, you won't be able to teleport to locations that haven't unlocked or locations marked inaccessible. You can also use the map to check your current location as well as the location of other characters. The map will come in handy whenever you're feeling lost. I was born lost. Anyway. I double saved. This is actually... I'm pretty sure this is a demo. Yeah, it is a demo. This is still a demo. It is a long demo. Probably about to end, though, when I get to the cafeteria. So, we go down to the first floor. Okay, but why? Cafeteria. Yes. Here it is, school cafeteria. It's a lot bigger than I expected. Although, it's still just as weird as everything else around here. Go ahead and order what you want. It's your party, after all. Our handy-dandy ration-o-matic will create any kind of food you desire. It slices, it dices, it also julienne fries. You want ramen, burgers, steak, sushi? It all rolls out nice and fresh. It's even got a recipe for pasta sauce made by a grieving widower desperately trying to recreate his beloved wife's cooking from memory. That's so sad. Speaking as a grandpa's girl, I don't even want to think about something like that, let alone try it. I think I'm going to stick with dessert. Chewing solid food for too long makes my jaw hurt. A little worried about whether this stuff is really safe to eat, but I'm hungry enough to do that I'm willing to risk it. Risk it for the biscuit. 1 hour later. Man, that hit the spot! I ain't never had anything this fancy before. It wasn't a bad effort, I suppose. I just wish we could have had some wine to go with it. Hey, you're too young for alcohol. Just because you got an attitude doesn't mean you get special treatment. Oh? What's with that snarky laugh? You think I'm scared? I ain't afraid of breaking no laws. I'm talking about your health here, dumbass. That stuff can seriously mess up your body if it's not used to it, you know? What's so funny? You think you're better than me or something? She does. She 100% does. More importantly, why do these guys get 5-star treatment while we're stuck with dry bread? Eating this is actually making me hungrier.
Yum, yum, yum.
It's a victory dinner, remember? None of you did anything to contribute to this victory. So now you're using food as an incentive to get us to fight? That won't work on me, or my dear sister. We've lived through hardships much worse than this. Don't remind me. I'm fine with it too. If anything, dry bread is good for a human cockroach like me.
Oh.
Just in case any of you big-hearted recruits get any ideas, sharing food between fighters and non-fighters is strictly forbidden. You've thought of everything, haven't you?
Ah.
Sorry. I hope it doesn't sound like we're rubbing it in. Don't worry about it. You're not the one who's at fault here. Now, if you've all eaten your fill, what say we get back on topic? All right. And the topic is? All right, let me start from the beginning.
Oh.
Last Defense Academy lies somewhere outside of the Tokyo residential complex, where you've all been living up until now. Of course, its exact location is highly classified military secret, very hush-hush.
Huh?
The school periodically comes under attack by a hostile force we call the Invaders. Much about them remains mystery, but we do know what they're after. A certain special something concealed in this very school.
Ooh.
This item is vital to the continued existence of humanity. If it should fall into the invaders' hands, it's all over. Your home in the Tokyo residential complex will be destroyed, and everything and everyone you've ever known will die horribly. To avoid this, we've drafted you into the Special Defense Unit, a squad dedicated to protecting the school from invaders. To make things easier for you to mobilize in case of an attack, you'll all be living here until further notice. And those are the facts of this case, Your Honor. Any questions? Or do you guys want to chow down some more? Wait, go over that last part again? We're really supposed to live here from now on? Until further notice is awfully vague. Surely we're not supposed to spend the rest of our lives here. Of course, your commission comes with an expiry date. You'll be required to serve here for just 100 days. 100 days? That's right. Just a 2,400 hours, and you're done. If you manage to defend the school for that long, that is... After all, after that, you'll be free to return to a peaceful existence you've enjoyed so much before this ordeal began. You mean we can go back to the complex? Is there even a complex for us to return to? Or have the monsters already destroyed it? No, it's doing fine. There's no danger of the invader attacking the Tokyo residential complex again. Right now, they're focused entirely on this school instead. Whatever. You've got stowed away in here is important to him, huh? You told us a lot. There's one detail you seem determined to keep from us. Don't make me ask again. What exactly is it we're protecting, and why would losing it mean the end of humanity? Those are some good questions. Perceptive as always. Shizuhara? Shizuhara. Yes, that's right. One more thing. If this mission's as important as you say, why would you assign it to such a small group? We're civilians, without any significant combat experience. The only one here who could put up a decent fight is me. You don't hold back, do you? Another excellent question, and I'd love to give you a detailed comprehension answer to go with it. But that's all highly classified information. And so long as even one of you refuses to fight, that's the way it's going to stay. What? Explain yourself. If you really want to know more about your mission or why you were chosen for it, There's just one path open to you, Shuzurihara. That's for you and the other brave souls from the fighters group to convince these lily-livered panty wastes to join in the war effort too. Now, you just want them to do your dirty work for you. It's just one underhanded trick after another.
Huh?
It's not like I'm doing this to yank your chains. That's just a fun bonus. My primary goal is to get all of you out there on the battlefield fighting the good fight.
Oh.
The invader forces are only going to get stronger from here on out, so I'll need all of you to be in tip-top condition too. Without another word, Seirei hopped off his chair and strode leisurely to the door. Where are you going? I was gonna go drop a deuce and hit the hay. Why? You wanna come watch? You actually have realistic body functions? I suggest you get an early night tonight. You need to give your bodies time to recover after a fierce battle like today's. You never know when the next attack is going to happen. The next attack. That wasn't the first time I had to face those monsters. It won't be the last either. They'll keep coming to attack the school, again and again. Every time, we'll put our lives on the line and maybe even experience the pain of death firsthand. That threat will be hanging over us constantly for the next 100 days. Will I be able to stay sane for that long? Will I even be able to be the same person at the end of those 100 days? We're supposed to sleep? Anyway? Where are we supposed to sleep anyway? You want us to all huddle on the floor together? There's no need for that. I've prepared luxurious individual suites for all of you. You'll find them on the rooftop. Phew. At least we get our own rooms. I was starting to worry about that. You're all that delicate age, after all. If I left you guys alone, you'd be running like rabbits in no time. Is that true?
Oh!
You just stop taking what he says so seriously, sister dearest.
Hey.
Go find your rooms, settle in, and think hard about what you're going to do from here on. Tomorrow is the first day of the rest of your lives. What do you mean? What's there to think about? I think that's his way of encouraging you guys to join the fight. Come on, do it! Do it! Just pretend you're an anti-PK, hunting down those griefers like a boss. Look, I'm just a regular guy. I can't flip a switch and go psycho. We're immortal here. What's there to be scared of? Sure, getting killed hurts, but you can come back right after. You know, some people don't ride roller coasters, even though everyone knows they're perfectly safe. It's like that, except even more so since there's actual danger in this case. You do realize your decision affects the rest of us. We're being denied important information because of your cowardice. I know. Pretty much everything I do has a negative effect on the people around me. The world would be better off if I'd never been born.
Huh?
I don't see why we should be expected to fight in the first place. Shouldn't protecting humanity be left up to science nerds and army jocks? Right, why us? I haven't even solved my first mystery yet. First mystery? Hold up! Anyway, she looks like the detective from the Danganronpa games. Same with Kiru at the start. So that's an interesting thing. Besides, once people start talking about the future of humanity, I kind of tune out. It's too big for me to wrap my head around. The lack of imagination is a serious shortcoming. You'll never survive this if you don't learn to adapt. Coming from though yesterday was just another normal day. Now I'm risking my life fighting monsters who want to destroy the world. Part of me is still having trouble accepting any of this is real. My God. I had like a moment there. I'm running out of words. The ability to read is failing. Something tells me this little round table we've got here isn't going anywhere. So how about we call it a day? After that victory feast, I'm ready to slip into a food coma. Same here. Dying really takes it out of you. Really gotta stay here a whole 100 days? We've only been here for one, and I'm already sick of the place. I have my fair share of concerns too. Saray said we were living together, but we're basically prisoners here. You sure you're alright? Please, don't worry about me. The symptoms, they come and go. But I agree we should rest for now. A good night's sleep will help us focus better tomorrow. But with everything that's happened, I doubt I'll be able to get to sleep. Unable to dispel the oppressive atmosphere, everyone gradually wandered out of the cafeteria. I should get going too. Apparently our rooms are up on the roof. Is it just me, or is that a really strange place to put them? I thought that when he said that too. Okay. Surely the game is almost over, but just in case, we're gonna save here. The demo is almost over. I should specify the demo. My throat is getting sore from all of the reading. No ceiling? That alone was weird enough sight. Prefab huts intended to serve as our rooms seemed almost normal in comparison. Chet was adorned with a metal plate bearing the name of one of our group. No doubt about it, this is where we're meant to stay. Looks like your room is right in the middle, Mr. Sumino. Oh, okay. Thanks. There are a lot of more rooms than there are people. I wonder what the others are for. Huh, I didn't notice that. Think there's some reason behind it? They're probably just spares. Nothing worth getting worked up about. What's the meaning of this? This has to be a mistake. This is a travesty. An outrage. He's not next to his sister, and he doesn't like that. What's wrong? My dear sister and I have been assigned to separate rooms. Someone is trying to obstruct our pure, sweet sibling ties. You must be just as devastated as I am, sister dearest. You'd feel much better having your brother dearest by your side, wouldn't you? I think it's fine for us to be apart now and then. Sleeping in different rooms for a while isn't going to hurt. But I really don't get those two at all. Me either. He looks devastated, but she's just like, thank God. Can I go into nope, it won't let me go into the other rooms yet. Sprint. It's like a whole other row of them back there. It's my room, huh? It's nicer than I thought it'd be. That again? Oh, there I go again, being positive for all the wrong reasons. Exhausted, I kicked off my shoes, climbed into bed without further delay.
Hey!
Phew. I hate to admit it, but it was actually more comfy than my own bed back home. The moment I lay down, the activity seemed to catch up with me all at once. Being thrust into this unfamiliar world and confronted with so many harrowing truths had completely drained me. My average, mundane life had been ripped away from me, and I was at the mercy of forces beyond my control. I was like a tiny rowing boat, tossed around on a vast ocean. Every cell in my body was screaming for rest. I was in no position to resist. The oblivion of sleep would be a blessing at this point. Within a few seconds, everything went black. And so ended my first day at Last Defense Academy. If I woke up tomorrow to find it all had been a dream, that would be fine with me. In fact, that would be the best case scenario I could imagine. Maybe in the morning, everything would be back to normal. I'd go downstairs to the living room, say goodbye to my dad as he leaves for work. Mom would be there, and Karua, too. Day 2.
Up and Atom troops, time to rise and shine! Get ready for your second day of active service here at Last Defense Academy! Well, it's your second day, but technically your first morning, so let's start it off on the right foot! I've prepared a fabulous breakfast banquet to give you plenty of energy and bloodlust for the day ahead! Everyone, make your way to the cafeteria! On the...
That's a TV. Okay. Some kind of wake-up call? What a depressing way to start the day. I didn't like the sound of give you plenty of bloodlust stuff either. I hope he hasn't laced our food with something to make us more aggressive. Guess I should head to the cafeteria. I don't want any more trouble. Save every instant. Every instant. I've played too many RPGs. Save, 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 save. Can I save? I better save. There it is again. A totally open, unextracted scribe. I still can't get used to it. Every time I look up, it's a reminder of how bizarre this whole thing is. Seeing a sky gives me this weird, uneasy feeling. Like I could get sucked up into it and keep falling forever. If I stay here long enough, will staring up into the infinite space like this start to feel normal? No. There's no way I can get used to something so unnatural. I'd rather go back to my nice, safe life in the residential complex. Alright. It's gonna end in the cafeteria, right? Right? That's how it was for Danganronpa 3? It wasn't called 3, it was called something else.
Yeah.
I know you must be excited to live in an awesome school like this, but don't let your guard down, the invaders are still out there. You soldiers are basically immortal, though, so you've got nothing to fear from me.
Hey!
Right, immortal. What exactly do you mean by that, though? I told you before, didn't I? It's all thanks to our friend, Hemo Anima. No matter how serious your injuries are, it'll fix you up as good as new.
Oh.
Of course, you still have to deal with the pain of fatal injuries, so don't get too complacent. I don't want you getting sloppy out on the battlefield. You gotta fight like your life depends on it every time. So crazy. I can barely believe all of this is happening. Head into the nom place to get all of the noms. Alright, everybody, dig in and get yourself as all filled up. Did you hear me? I said dig in. There's no time to worry about proper table manners. Dig into what? Half of us are stuck with dry bread again. Personally, I'm grateful we have anything to eat at all. We've had days in the TRC where we had to make do with much less than this. Let me guess. If we want anything more substantial, we'll have to agree to fight. In that case, I'll stick with the dry bread. Boring, plain, flavorless, dry bread. Suit yourself. But there's one more thing I need from you. I planned to do this on the day you transferred in, but I had to push it back because of the enemy attack. This time, I want you to take a tour of the Last Defense Academy campus. You're going to be living here, so you might as well get to know the place. There are tons of rooms, facilities you haven't seen yet. Sounds like fun. You got any rooms where the doors lock behind you and you have to solve obscure logic puzzles to get out? Game. Yes, game. Game indeed. Welcome in, Frost. Been a while. Or are you telling me that the game is hidden again? Okay, it's still there. If there are, you can go in on your own. This is no ordinary school, you know. You're bound to find something to surprise you. So, once you finish your breakfast, put on your walking boots and go explore your new home. I feel like we're playing right into Sari's hands, but we should probably try to get a better idea of what kind of place this is. We might even turn up some clues about what that special something we are protecting is. No time like the present. Let's take a look around. Okay, well, I am going to end here.